Hey guys, it's Ellie. So in my last video I talked about how important it is to advocate for yourself. So today we will be talking about how to advocate for yourself, or at the very least how to make it easier. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright guys, so what is advocacy? Advocacy, the dictionary definition says, it is the action of representing oneself or one's views or interests. And advocating can be as simple as expressing your hobbies, so yeah, I like theater, hey, or standing up for yourself. For many students, self-advocating can be really difficult for us, and it's often a goal on our IEPs to stand up for ourselves and advocate and tell our teachers what we need and want to succeed in the classrooms. So even after all I've been through, advocating for myself can still be hard, especially with the teachers who don't want extra work on their caseloads, or they forget to enlarge your stuff for you. So if you're dealing with the teachers who don't want to help or forget to accommodate you, my first recommendation is to enlarge your assignments yourself. While that is not ideal and it is not your responsibility or job to do that, it's better than not having to deal with that teacher who is not gonna enlarge things for you. Well, you should definitely go and talk to your case manager, your teacher, the visually impaired, whoever you are comfortable talking about that you feel like they can help you even further with enlargements. That's something that you can do. So I've had many teachers who don't have the time to do it themselves because of their teaching styles. Some teachers make their assignments up on the spot, and which it forces me to leave class early so I can go and enlarge it, and I come back and miss a big chunk of the lesson, which can be hard for certain classes, especially if you feel that you're not as confident in that subject, and it does get harder. So I know. A lot of you guys are yelling at me right now in the comments. I know. But just don't yell at me, okay? Just sometimes it's easier to just take matters into your own hands, and, you know, it's better than battling a teacher the entire year, okay? So just sometimes you gotta do it for yourself so they don't have to do it for you, because they will not do it for you. Alright you guys, so my next recommendation, which is my go-to, my favorite, is to explain to your teachers, to anyone, this includes some people who are accusing you of faking your vision, of bullying you, this and that, is to explain your vision and tell them why you need these accommodations and how they benefit you. And you know, sometimes it's better to let your vision do the talking. And I know you may be thinking, well, how can I do this? So a lot of my friends, and including myself, suffer from anxiety while talking to someone in power. And it can be as simple as writing an email explaining what this is and what my vision is like. And I too struggle with certain confrontations, whether it be because the person I'm confronting is so intimidating that they scare the life out of me, or it's because I don't know how I can be helped in that situation with my vision. But it's important that we remember that this is not our fault that we are visually impaired, and we are not being punished for asking for help. We're not in trouble in any way. Accommodations are a team effort, and as long as you're on top of yourself and that you are honest with your teachers, you should get what you need. Another way of advocating that may seem kind of weird, and that it's not really a way of advocating, is to share what works. If you find an app that will read your screen for you and it works really well for you and it has such a cool voice, tell it to anyone you know, to your teachers, your family, your friends, just anyone. If it helps you, it can help others. A personal story of mine is just whenever we go up to camp at Enchanted Hills, we have this night where we'll talk about our problems with school, work, life, just anything that we feel like we want to share that maybe others have kind of a solution to, that we can learn from others. So for me, talking to other blind and low vision people is just so helpful. And if you can build up that system with people, I really recommend it. Building off of that, it's also so important that you create your own support system. While my family is so supportive of me and everything that I do in this field, none of them are visually impaired, so it's hard because they can't relate. And, you know, my TVI, my teacher, the visually impaired, she has such a great support, and she's been in the field for years. But my biggest support system is my friends who are visually impaired, and they're so great. They've inspired me to do what I do, and they've supported me unconditionally, because while we may not have the same vision, we can understand each other's struggles and encourage each other. You know, having friends who are visually impaired hasn't stopped me, and the smallest things that they do inspires me to do big things, and we're able to look past our visions and see each other for ourselves, which I believe can make a stronger friendship. And here's my support system, wherever Zach decides to put the pictures at. Step-by-step guide. There's some tips and ways and tricks that can help build up your confidence to advocate for yourself. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and please leave a like and go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!